Welcome back, everyone. Happy New Year. This is our first yoga of 2026. I'm happy you're able to join me for class today. All you need is a yoga mat and yoga blocks if you have them. They are completely optional, but if you have some blocks, feel free to grab them. If you don't have blocks at home or wherever you are practicing at, feel free to grab maybe a throw pillow or even a couple books if you would like a little bit of support. And we'll go ahead and get started here. You can make your way down to the mat. As you are doing that, we have a couple quick announcements for you. We are hosting our first challenge of the year. It is called Choose Your Change. This is a 4-week challenge where you can focus on a wellness goal. So you can check that out if you're looking for something to help direct you in the beginning of the year. I will be hosting a webinar on the 21st coming up in about 2 weeks, or coming up next week. You can check this out on Wednesday. If you need that invite, please reach out and let me know. We'll talk all about the different benefits that you have access to as a Fitness Center member. And then lastly, Jenny is going to be presenting the first cooking demo coming up this month. It is a turkey bacon breakfast sandwich. So if you're looking for some inspo, I highly recommend checking that out. If you can't make it live, it will be recorded. All right, everyone. Again, welcome back. Happy New Year. I'm glad you could join me. My name is Brooke, if we haven't met yet. We are going to be working together for the next 15 minutes, or 15 minutes, 30 minutes on our first yoga practice of the year. So if you haven't already, go ahead and roll out your yoga mat and then make your way down. We're going to start in child's pose. If this is your first yoga practice ever, or if you have taken class before, just the one thing to remember is to listen to your body. Take this at your own speed, make changes, make adjustments, and just do what feels best. But starting off in child's pose today, you're going to come down to a kneeling position. If this is a little bit tough on your knees, you can roll up your mat and then place your knees on that to give you a little bit more cushion. You could also roll up a blanket at any point and tuck that under your knees or your hands if you need that extra support during your practice. So from that kneeling position, I want you to walk your knees about as wide as your yoga mat and then bring your big toes to touch or just take them close. From here, push your hips back towards your heels and then slowly walk your hands out so you can stretch your arms out long. And then if it's comfortable, go ahead and rest your chest down towards the mat. If you have those yoga blocks, or maybe you're using pillows, you have a couple options. You could place them beneath your hands. That'll give you a deeper stretch in your chest and your biceps. If you'd like more support, you could place those props maybe beneath your chest, maybe one under your forehead, and then rest yourself there. Or instead, for more support, you could place a block or a pillow just beneath your sit bones to give yourself a little bit of support there. So find what feels best. We're going to be here for about 10 breaths. And once you land, if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes. And take a moment to take a really big breath in through your nose. Hold the breath at the top. Sip in just a little bit more. And then open up your mouth and sigh the air out. I want you to try and push all the air out. Another big breath in. Fill up through your nose. Expand your lungs to push into your rib cage. Hold at the top. And then exhale forcefully through your mouth. One more cleansing breath. Big breath in through your nose. Feel the sides of your rib cage expand. Hold at the top. And then let it go. From here, start to send your breath in and out of your nose. Find a slight constriction at the back of your throat. This is a warming breath. So think of that sensation if you were to try and fog up a mirror, that same little bit of restriction at the back of the throat to warm your body. I want you to take 5 breaths on your own. Let that be your only focus, allowing you to drop into your space completely. Finish your last breath out. And then press into your hands, engage your core, and start to pull yourself up. Stepping your hands beneath your shoulders. If you are using blocks, go ahead and just set them at the top of your mat. Hands directly beneath your shoulders, spread your fingertips really wide. And then turn your arms so that the inside of your elbows face the front of your mat. So we're kind of wrapping those elbows in. If you were to bend your arms, your elbows would shoot back. From here, go ahead and tuck your toes. And then start to rock forward and back. This is going to give you some nice mobility through your wrists and through your ankles. And you can just kind of explore here. So maybe you start to circle. Then you can switch to the other side. And the whole time you're here, you're breathing in and out of your nose. Nice, slow, steady breath. As we move through your practice, you might lose that breath at any point, and that's okay. It's totally normal. You're going to come back to it and just reset whenever you need to. Take a little bit more movement, maybe change it up, find that circle if you haven't tried it yet, or maybe come back to those rocks forward and back. Start to release. Allow the tops of your feet to rest back on your mat. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips. Keep your fingertips spread wide and your arms straight. On your inhale, I want you to lower your belly. Try and arch your back. So you're going to tip your hip bones up towards the ceiling. And then pull your shoulder blades together so you can lift your chest and look up. This is our cow pose. On your exhale, we're going to reverse that movement. So push into your hands. Think of pulling your shoulder blades apart and bring your chin towards your chest into cat pose. Breathe in, draw your gaze up, arch your back. Breathe out, round your spine. Again, breathe in and lift your chest. Breathe out and round. 2 more times. Move at your own pace here. I'm just going to change my mat because it's a little hard for you guys to see, I think. Find one more, cat and cow. I think that should be a little bit better. And then land back in tabletop. Similar to your child's pose, you're going to walk your knees wide. Bring your big toes to touch and press your hips back towards your heels. Bring your left forearm to the ground. Bring your right hand behind your head. Tap your elbow to the mat. Take a breath in. On your exhale, draw your elbow up towards the ceiling. Inhale, tap back down. Exhale, open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Continue to move here. Another 2 rounds. Fix my camera, there we go. Each time, trying to draw your elbow a little bit further back. On that last one, go ahead and pause. Extend your arm up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Look up towards your hand. As you breathe out, this time thread your arm through. So back of your hand, back of your arm finds the ground. You're going to reach as far to the left as you can. And then you're going to inch your left hand forward. Rest your head on the ground. If that's uncomfortable in any spot, you can kind of stop where you need to and just make this pose yours. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Drag your left hand back, Press into your hand and then unravel. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. And then release your right hand down onto your mat. Press back again as if you were coming into child's pose. This time your right forearm finds the ground, your left hand behind the head. Set your left elbow on the mat, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, open up. Breathe in and tap to your mat. Exhale and open. Continue to move here, filling your lungs. And then exhale through your nose. One more time. On that last one, hold in your exhale. Extend your left arm high, take a deep breath in. Look towards your hand. On your exhale, thread your arm through, reach, again, back of your hand, back of your arm finds the ground. And then once you're ready, go ahead and inch your right arm forward. Rest the left side of your head on your mat. Find a full breath in and a full breath out. Walk your right hand back, push into your palm, rise up, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release both hands to your mat. Tuck your toes, rock forward and back. Bring your knees beneath your hips again. And then from here, I want you to find some more core engagement. So we went through that cat and cow, that extension and flexion of the spine, or that arching and rounding of the spine. I want you to find that middle ground. So right in between your cat and cow. Engage your core by hugging your belly button slightly in towards your spine. And then tuck your rib cage down. So we want to avoid this kind of flared of the rib cage. We want to tuck it in a little bit so that we have a nice long line of the spine. Keep your toes tucked, take a full breath in. On your exhale, hover your knees off the mat. Keep your core engagement. Find a full breath in and a full breath out. Slowly release. Now, if you have a block or that pillow, go ahead and grab it. I'm going to have you place it between the thighs, so just above your knees. I want you to squeeze that block or pillow, hold it there. If you don't have that prop, you're going to do the same thing we just did. Engage your core, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hover, hold. Stay for the breath in and the breath out. Try not to lose that core engagement. This time you're just going to tap your knees down. Inhale. Exhale, lift back up. Just one more time. You may be shaky, that's okay. Breathe in. Breathe out and lift. Inhale, slowly release. Take that block, place it at the top of your mat if you were using it. Extend your right leg long behind you, toe to the mat. Rock forward and back. And then stay in that rocked back position. Draw your heel towards the ground. Get that nice stretch through your calf and through the back of your leg. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, you're going to spin the inside of your right foot down to the mat and then open your right arm up towards the ceiling. Your left foot is going to just kind of step back anywhere in between the starting and end position. That feels good. You can think of it as kind of like a little kickstand. Stack your shoulders. I want you to roll open. Try and stack your hips. So roll this right hip open the same way you're rolling that shoulder open. On your inhale, reach your right arm forward. Keep your palm facing forward. So notice if your palm faces down. I want you to externally rotate your shoulder and open up. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, circle back to center. Stack your hand beneath your shoulder, your knee beneath your hip, and tuck your toes. Inhale, extend your left leg back now. Toe to the mat, rock forward and back and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Spin the inside of your foot to the mat. Breathe in and draw your left arm high. Bring your right foot back for that kickstand. Inhale, left arm moves forward. Find that long line from your fingertips all the way down to your heel. Stack your shoulders and stack your hips. One more breath in. Exhale, rotate back to your mat. Walk your knees wide, press back, find child's pose. Pause here. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Full breath out through your mouth. Find one more just like that. Breathe in through your nose. Let it go. Look between your hands. Inhale. Exhale, roll forward. Stack your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We are returning to tabletop. Tuck your toes. We're going to repeat gate pose, but we're going to add on. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, push towards your heel. Inhale, rotate open, send your right arm high. Exhale, reach your right arm forward and pause. On your inhale, lift your right leg if you'd like. This is an option. Find a nice long line from fingertips through your heel. I want you to get really active and reach in that opposite direction. Full breath in. Option to stay or exhale, knee towards your elbow. Awesome. One more time. Breathe in. Option here. Exhale for that crunch. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, rotate back into your tabletop. Breathe in, extend your left leg. You know where we're going. Exhale, push your heel back. Inhale, rotate open, reach your left arm high. Exhale, extend your left arm forward, gate pose. Option here, breathe in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, rotate back onto your mat. We're going to start to move into our flow. So keeping your toes tucked, walk your hands about a palm print forward. Keep your fingertips spread wide. Keep your inside of your elbow facing forward. Breathe in. Exhale, use your core, hover your knees, and then lift and straighten your legs, downward facing dog. Press into your fingertips. Press into the balls of your feet. Keep a slight bend in your knees. If it feels good to straighten them further, go for it. Take a full breath in. Exhale, draw your heels closer to the mat. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, heels towards the mat. Breathe in, look between your hands. On your exhale, bend your knees as much as you'd like and walk your feet towards your hands. Arriving in your forward fold. Keep your feet about hip width apart. And then reach opposite hand for opposite elbow. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. Release your hands. Bend your knees and roll all the way up. Sweep your arms high towards the ceiling. Exhale, connect your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. Exhale, forward fold. So arms come out to the side, reverse swan dive all the way down. Inhale, hands to your shins. Push your hands into your legs and straighten your arms, halfway lift. Exhale, hands return to your mat. So bend your knees as much as you need to get there. Step your feet back one at a time, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose and pause. Feel your core engaged. Inhale, lengthen. Find three-legged dog. Exhale, now step your foot between your hands. So what you might find happen is maybe your foot lands back here. That's okay. You can use your right hand to assist in taking your foot forward. Hands are now framing your right foot. Drop your left knee and untuck your toes. Inhale, draw your arms up high. Exhale, sink your hips a little bit further down. Inhale, stack your knee over your ankle, your hip over your back knee. And then exhale, lunge forward a bit deeper. Get that nice mobility and stretch through your ankle, your knee, and your hips. Breathe in, stack your joints. Exhale, push your hips forward. Breathe in. Exhale, this time maybe you add in cactus arms. So draw your elbows down at your sides. Just one more time through that. Breathe in, stack and reach. Breathe out, draw your elbows in. From here, bring your hands back to your mat. Tuck your left toe, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Again, you may assist on this side. Release your right knee and untuck your toes. Breathe in, draw your arms up high. Exhale, sink a little bit further into that lunge. Inhale, stack your joints. So we're lifting up, hip over knee, knee over ankle. Exhale, go ahead and lunge deeper. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Let's start to add in those arms. If you'd like, inhale, rise up, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, draw your elbows in towards your rib cage. Inhale. Last time, exhale, pause. Hands to the mat, frame your left foot. Tuck your back toe and lift, downward facing dog. Breathe in and look between your hands. Breathe out, walk your feet towards your hands. Come into your forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Breathe in, rise all the way up as you sweep your arms out to the side. Exhale, connect your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweep them out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your mat, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, step between your hands. Drop your back knee, untuck your toe. Breathe in, draw your arms up. Breathe out, sink a little deeper, draw your elbows in. Just one this time. Inhale, we're going to restack and we're going to add on here. So I want you to tuck your back toe and then push the ground away. We're going to lift up into crescent lunge. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, open for warrior two. So arms reach out long in opposite direction. Your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your front knee might want to dip in. I want you to push it out so it stays in line with your hip and your ankle. Just a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep your lunge. Breathe in to reverse your warrior. So left hand travels down your left leg. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pull your elbows in and lunge forward. Inhale, stack your joints. Tuck your back toe. And then push the ground away, rise up, crescent lunge. Full breath in. Exhale, pivot your back foot. Find warrior two on this side. Shoulders relax, chest opens. Stack your front knee, your left knee over the ankle. So again, a lot of times what it's going to want to do is roll in. I want you to push it out and open. Your back foot is on the mat. So your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel grip the ground. Keep it parallel to the back edge of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So right hand on your right leg, left arm high. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat and step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look between your hands. Breathe out, step, or maybe you hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in and rise. Sweep your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center, reset. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Hands to your mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take your leg back up. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Keep your back knee lifted this time. So we're going to kind of combine these two. Inhale and rise. Reach your arms high. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Cactus your arms. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, pivot open, find warrior two. Finish your breath out, stay low. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to your mat, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step through. Keep the back leg lifted. Inhale, draw your arms up high. Exhale, cactus your arms, sink lower. Perfect. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Keep your feet grounded. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to your mat, downward facing dog. Breathe in and look forward. Breathe out, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pause here. Step your feet about hip to shoulder width apart. And then you're going to reach for your big toes. You're going to take peace fingers, your middle finger and your pointer finger, wrap around your big toe. Bend your knees as much as you like, and I want you to pull your chest towards your thighs. So this is a variation of gorilla pose. You can also place your hand underneath your foot if that feels like a better stretch for you, or you could wrap your hands around your legs if that feels better. So see what version feels best, but try and draw your chest towards your thighs. And then I want you to bring your awareness to your back, specifically around your rib cage. And I want you to take a deep breath in to press into the sides of your ribs. So I want you to fill up as much as you can so you actually feel a stretch through the rib cage, around the rib cage. Every inhale is just a little bit deeper. One more. Bend your knees, release your hands, and take your hands to your mat. Step back one leg at a time, find downward facing dog. Lower your knees gently to the mat. Press back into child's pose. Walk your hands over to the right. Push your hips over to the left. Again, take that really big breath in. Feel the stretch through the rib cage, through the back, specifically on that left side here. After your exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Push your hips over to the right. Again, deep breath in. Feel the expansion through the side body. And walk to center. Walk your hands in and then roll to one side. Make your way down onto your back. As we set up for final rest, you have lots of options. So typically we'll take final rest on our backs, but it's up to you. You could find a seated position. You could lay on your belly, whatever feels best. You can keep the legs straight, or I'm going to opt to bend the knees today. But if you'd like that more traditional shape, feel free to straighten the legs out. Wherever you're at, try and rest your arms in a way that your palms face out and away so that your chest stays open. And then go ahead and close your eyes down. If you chose to bend your knees today, go ahead and let your knees dip in and walk your feet as wide as your mat. If it feels good, you can windshield wiper your legs a few times, side to side. Then let the legs pause, the knees fall in. Try and inch your shoulder blades a little closer to one another to get that big opening across your chest. And see if you can let your low back relax a little bit heavier towards your mat. Come back to the sound of your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where your breath is at. If it's mainly in your chest, or if you've allowed it to expand a little bit further down towards your belly. Try and direct that breath down and out in all directions. Your knees are already bent, you're going to keep them there. But if they're not bent, go ahead and bend your knees and then walk your feet so they're about hip width apart. Then allow your knees to both fall to the right. Bring your right arm beneath your head as a pillow. Slowly press into your left hand. Walk your way up into an easy seated pose. Cross your legs and sit up tall. Draw your hands to heart center. You can choose to keep your eyes closed if you'd like. Take a full breath in. A full breath out. Thank you all so much for joining me today for this yoga practice. I hope you're feeling a little bit better than when you started. And I hope to practice with you again next week. Namaste. A wonderful rest of your day, everyone. If you have any questions, again, my name is Brooke. Feel free to reach out to me and let me know. And I will see you all on the next one. If you're joining this live, there is actually no class next week for the holiday, but we will be back on the 26th. So I hope to see you then.
Thank you.
You're welcome.